Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Friday and we've got some fun stuff to play with. Today we've got the Annlov alcohol markers. These are a brush tip marker and they come in this fantastic padded, it's very padded carrying case. Let's see if I can get them out of here. They do come with these wonderful little swatch cards. I didn't use them. I just played with them a little bit with those. It has a little cap that goes over top of the markers. And let's see if we can get these out so I can show you the bottom. I'm going to try to do this the smart way. And turn them upside down because I've got them all locked into that holder. And of course they're being stubborn, so we're going to do it this way then. So I've got them all locked into that holder so I can pretty much keep them in their place. Now they come in these they come in these trays inside the bag, and each of these trays is an individual tray that is locked together with little slots like that. So you can keep them like this in your bag as a 4-block, or just going to shift this over. You can lock them all together like this in a big long block on your desk. So how you put them together is up to you. Of course, I'm going to keep them in the little 4 blocks. See if I can get them all to go back into their block. Of course not, because now they're going to be a pain in the tuchus. But okay, so they come in these little 4 blocks in this wonderful, well padded bag. And as you can see, it's standing up on its own. So even if you don't have the blocks in the bag and you just want to put the markers in the bag, they will probably stand up better than some of those other canvas bags that you get, because it is got a good 1/8 of an inch padding all the way around the entire bag, including the top. It's not a cheap looking bag, which is amazing. Now, of course, it comes with a blender. Oop. And they are brush nib. Absolutely love the brush nibs. So they have brush nib on one end and chisel nib on the other. They do click together really well. So when you're doing the lids, make sure that they make that clicking sound so that you know that they're closed. The only way an alcohol marker will dry out is if the lid is not closed properly, or if the marker has a crack, or if you've used it too much. That sort of thing. It's not going to just dry out if you don't use it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to swatch these beautiful markers, and I will go through and put them all back in their corresponding spots in the little trays and put them back in the bag while I'm doing the swatch. So this will just take a few moments, and I'll be right back while that swatch is running. I hope you all enjoy it. I will speed it up, and then afterwards we'll take a look and maybe do a bit of coloring with these and show you how they work on a coloring book. So I hope you enjoy the swatch. It will be just a few moments, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, enjoy. Hi guys. Well, that didn't take very long at all, and I got all of these markers put back in their case, well, in their little holders there. And as you can see, we've got some skin tones, we've got some yellows, reds, purples, yellows and browns, reds, purples, blues, greens, grays down here. So I did the swatch, and I'm going to take a look at that with you. And of course, you've probably, I spent quite a bit of time doing the swatch, so the different colors will show through better as I go along. There was a couple of lighting issues, so a couple of them didn't show very well in the swatching, and isn't showing very well on this camera either. Let's see if I can get it to show. This is a very, very pale skin tone color, and it is there, and I can definitely see it in real life, but it is a very pale skin tone. Let's see, maybe, there you go, a little bit of shadow. But we've got our skin tones into our browns, into our yellows, into our light browns and reds, into our pinks, purples, and then into our blues and dark blues, into our seafoam blue greens, into our greens, into our grays, and then the blacks and dark grays. So they have warm gray 5, 7, and E55, and all of those 5 and 7 look very close to warm gray. They have a brown tint to them. E55 and 200, which is black, and it says black on it. E55 says heron on it. Is almost a black as far as I'm concerned. So each of the, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to put you in on the other camera so you can see it up close. Each of the markers, hold on a sec, I'll get this light to work here for you, has the name and number on the end of the marker there. I'm trying to make it so that the light isn't shining on it. Of course, as I said, they are a brush tip, and they do have a really, really nice brush tip on them. I didn't have a lot of, you know, when you use a brush tip, it goes smush and spreads everywhere. I didn't have a lot of that with these markers. And yesterday, after I did the Thankful Thursday and showed you what we were going to be looking at today, somebody mentioned that they looked very much like the Art I Fly, not Art and Fly, but Art I Fly markers. And I remember looking at them, and I think that's where I probably saw them before. And yes, the barrels are very much similar to the Art I Fly markers. I looked at and compared the number coding to the Art I Fly, and they have different coding on their ends as well as different number names. So are they the same? I don't know. I don't own the Art I Fly. Sorry, I've got a mark on my desk that I didn't know I had. I have to turn my turn my thing over because I didn't know that was there. Let's see if I can get rid of that. Hold on a sec. Let's see if it's something I can get rid of. Haha. See? That blender pen is good for many things. It just picked that right up. Awesome. All right, so let's go back over to the swatch. So we've got quite a few colors here, and it's a good selection. It's 80 pens, well, 79 plus a blender, and it's got a good selection of skin tones. It's a little light on the yellows, as far as I'm concerned. It's just not very good on the yellows. You know, it's got this one here as a light yellow, and I think that's the end. You know, this one here, it says it's a pale yellow. And to me, it looks like a cream, like almost a creamy yellow. And then the rest are kind of a browny, bright yellows, orangey yellow type colors. There's also not a huge amount of oranges. There's one orange that is called pumpkin, which would be this one here. And it doesn't look like pumpkin to me. It looks almost dark brown. So there is, as far as I'm concerned, there's not a really great orange selection. These two here show up on camera a little bit more orange than this one. But we'll work with it. We'll see what we can do with it. They have a really good selection of the aquatic blues, which is fantastic. They have a light, medium, and two darks, a dark in the aquatic blue and a dark in the aquatic green. So this green can be used for really, really shadowy areas. If you're not going to use this one, I would use this one just because it's a prettier blue. This one here is, I do believe, evergreen. Hold on a sec, let me take a look. It is a blue-green, but it's blue-green 5. Where are you? Don't tell me I mixed it all up. It's Indian blue, and it looks almost like a dark green to me. So to me, that one's more green than blue-green, but that's just me. So all right, so we're going to play with these a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a quick little minute, and I will put you on a little be right back screen while I get things set up here. And we're going to actually color with these today. So I will be right back, and I'm just going to get things all set up for you so that you're not bored watching me fiddle with things. Okay, so sorry about that. I wanted to make sure that I got this all set up for you so that you could see what I've been working on with these. I have done a little bit of playing with them, and I have started in this book. It's a grayscale coloring book by Jade Summer called Unicorns, and this is the cover picture, and that's what we're playing with here. And I didn't find any of the colors bled out of the lines, which is awesome. I don't normally color in a coloring book, but I wanted to try these markers in the coloring book. So we're going to play with them in the book. And I'm just going to do a bit of a coloring just to show you what these markers can do and what sort of things they are good with in a coloring book. I will probably speed this up for you so that you're not having to sit there for a long period of time, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what I think of the way they color and that sort of thing. This is something new for me. I'm not used to doing speed colorings. So leave me a message in the comment section below on whether or not you like me doing this kind of thing, or if you prefer the way that I normally do my Friday fun stuff videos, where I just do a little tiny coloring and walk you through it. All right, guys, I will do a speed coloring of this, and then I will be back and talk about how I felt the coloring went. And yeah, so we're going to try this. If you don't like it, let me know. If you like it, let me know. And we will possibly, I will be doing it for both of the videos today. And if it's something you guys enjoy, I will continue to do it. All right, guys, I will be back. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching that very, very quick coloring. Hopefully you enjoyed that. The reason why I haven't done the entire frame is because, as you can see down here, I did a boo-boo, and I just wanted to show you all how to get rid of the boo-boos and whether or not these pens work for getting rid of the boo-boos. And they seem to work quite nicely for getting rid of those boo-boos. I've got a couple of them. As you can probably tell watching the video, I don't use markers a whole lot, so I'm not fantastic with them. I can definitely use them. For a set of markers that, of course, I don't use a lot of, these were pretty good. I'll have to come back over that little blue flower because my pink ran into it. So I'm just going over the little blue areas with the blender pen just to dull them down a little bit and push that pink out. And then I'll go over it with the little bit of blue to make it a blue flower again. Now you can, of course, wait until it's dry to go over it. Sometimes I find that just going over it when it's wet will push that color that you don't want out want in there out. And sometimes it allows that color to flood it. So it all depends upon how dry your picture is before you do that in my findings. I think she turned out pretty good. She's pretty. I'm not quite fond of the yellow I used. I wanted more of a cream color, and she looks really yellow, but that's okay. All in all, I think they did beautifully on coloring book paper. I'm very used to using them on just regular cardstock. And of course, I put a piece of cardstock in between the pictures so that this lovely picture wouldn't get ruined. As you can probably tell, they have black on the back of the pages, but it did bleed through, of course. This is crate space paper, so it is going to bleed through even if you have black in the back. So make sure that you have a piece of paper in between your pictures. The colors are very vibrant. They're very, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful colors. They go down very smoothly. They're not overly juicy. They're just enough, and in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not horribly proficient with markers, so I've used quite a few that, well, that's probably not a leaf, is it? No, that's part of the frame. I was just going to color it as a leaf. I will do the frame in the background. I'm just going to do those in a different medium. So that's why I left them by themselves. All in all, I honestly think that the markers did quite well, even in my hands, which, like I said, I am not a pro at them. I really enjoy coloring with markers when I want to do something quickly and want to cover an entire large area quickly. What else can I say about these? They're a great marker. They're very close to the Cali Arts in laydown. They're a great barrel. They don't roll off the desk because they have these little tabbies there, so it keeps them from rolling. They come in a fantastic storage device, as well as the ability to set them all out like this. I'm going to move the book here so I can show you how I have them set for while I'm coloring. So I have them set like this while I'm coloring. So I have all of the different areas all set up in my color families. So I can just grab the entire thing all in a line and go, okay, this and this and this and this is all lined up. Now you're not going to store them that way, obviously, if you're going to store them in the bag. They will be stored like this in the bag. I do have them set up in the color order that the little swatches come in. So the color order that's on these swatches, if I can grab them, are the color order that these are in. So this line here is the first line. Oh, yeah. This way is the first line on the swatch sheet. This way. So they're all lined up in accordance to the swatch sheet in my bins. They don't come this way. You do have to reorganize them, which seeing them all out of order kind of drove me crazy. So I organized them as soon as I got them. All in all, a fantastic marker. I really enjoyed using them. And, with the coloring book that I have, that I decided to use these in, it turned out beautifully. The book is fantastic, and the markers did really well. Um, Not a whole lot I can say other than that. They are on Amazon. There is a coupon that you can use with them, and I do believe they're with the coupon taken off about $44 before taxes. So, if you want a good set of 80 markers and you're tossing between different ones, I like the way these ones are packaged. I like the barrel that they have. I like the fact that each of the lids clicks on quite tight. They don't have a lot of leakage. What you do see in the barrel and in the lid is from me pulling it off and on and pulling it the wrong way and rubbing the marker on the lid. All in all, a great marker. Alcohol base, twin marker. It has a wonderful brush nib, and I'm just going to show you here on this one because I haven't messed it up yet. So you can do a very thin line like that, or you can do quite a large line like that. With just this part. And as you can see, I've used that entire side and I've, done it this way. And that nib just keeps going right back to where it belongs. It doesn't bend. It doesn't do anything horrible. It just goes right back to where it belongs, where you can still do a nice thin line, which is fantastic. I do have a set of markers that if you did this with, the nibs they're a little bit more floppy. So I don't think this is an actual hair. I think this is more of a rubber nib. But my eyesight isn't well enough to be able to see whether it's a hair or a rubber nib. So I'm going to take a look at that and look that up for you. And we'll just see if it's artificial or whatever. I'm trying to think of the name. I just hate it when my words escape me like that. See if it's a synthetic material or if it's hair or what it is. So I'm just going to take a quick look at my order and then I'll be able to tell you. So it doesn't. It does not say. It just says seamless blending, no smudging, high quality alcohol marker ink blends, smooth color and blending. Never worry about uneven, blotchy ink marks. And that was another thing, is it suggests that you open the window the first time you use it because there may be a strong alcohol odor. I did not get any odor from these. I have some that you open them and they are strong, like really, really strong. And I didn't get that with these at all, even with coloring with them, which is great to me because I get headaches very easily. So, yeah, it's not saying here what materials they use for their nibs. Unfortunately, let's look down here. Compared to traditional bullet nib, the brush Sweeping tiny details. Unfortunately, the train is going by, so you're going to get a little bit of noise. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, it does not state what the material is in the nib. Unfortunately. But, and you know, some of the reviews is they had some ink splattering, but I did not. I didn't have any ink splattering at all. They do have a fantastic range of colors. And of course, these are all reviews that were done by Vine individuals that have that get the product for free that are on the site at this time. I did not get this product for free. I did purchase this product and am reviewing it with no bias. So, you know, this is my honest review, and I have no bias for this company or against this company. And as far as I'm concerned, for a budget-friendly marker or a new brand of marker, they do absolutely beautifully. There is a wonderful little part of their advertisement in Amazon that tells you, you know, different codes for different skin tones, which is fantastic. I might actually download that because, but it does not look like the brush nib or the chisel are frayable materials. So it does look like you're not going to end up with a large amount of fray on your brush tip, which you do get with some of the higher end markers. You'll get a bit of a fray on your tip, on your nib. So what I mean by that, and I'll show you on one of my higher end markers here. Let's see if I can find one that has some fray. So this one doesn't have any fray, but I'll show you what I was talking about in comparison with the way that it lays down. See, this one will do a really, really nice thin line. But if I do this to it, it doesn't go back right away. It takes a little bit to make it go back. And if I do it too much, that little nib will fray out because this is not a synthetic material. It's more hair. It has more of, well, I guess it's a synthetic material, but it's got more of a felt type nib to it, not a rubbery type nib. So as you can see there, it's starting to fray a little bit on the very tip. It's not too bad, but it does start to fray just a bit. And these are my favorite markers. I use them all the time. And I just love, 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 love a good brush tip. So all in all, a fantastic set of markers. I absolutely love their brush nib. I love their colors. They have some great colors. A fantastic range of colors, as you can see, not only with your skin tones, but with some pinks and some blues. Like I said, they're a little light on the yellow as far as I'm concerned. But all in all, for an 80 set, they do pretty good. They've got some great greens, blues, fantastic blues, great purples, you know, pretty much every color that you're going to need to color in an entire paint picture or draw an entire picture, whichever you want to do. But that's my views on it. Of course, I will leave the links to the Annlov alcohol markers, brush and chisel tip in the about section below, down below this video. Not much more I can say about them. I hope you enjoyed the speed color so that you could see them in action. If you did enjoy that or didn't enjoy that, please leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know if that's something that you would prefer that I continue to do, or if you would prefer that I go back to the normal Fun Stuff FriYay video where I just color a small picture and tell you all how it's going and what I'm doing as I'm coloring. Either way is perfectly wonderful to me. Speed coloring it does shorten it a little bit for you so that you're not getting a really long video to watch when doing a review. That's the only advantages of it. Always remember to, of course, hit the like button, because yeah, that gives my confidence a really good boost. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought, what you think of the markers, what you think of my coloring, what you think of the idea of doing it as a speed coloring, that sort of thing. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It does, I do put out a video every day except for Sunday, and Sunday is reserved, as you all know, for special videos and special things that I have going on. Of course, we have a Facebook group. Cannot forget the Facebook group. If you want to join us over on Facebook and see any of the pictures that I do color on my color alongs, or anything that isn't completed on my reviews, make sure that you join us over on Facebook. When I do finish them, I do post them in the Facebook group. So make sure you fill out the application. Of course, the link is in the About section below. Last but not least, absolutely, please always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. It's a wild world out there, guys. Make sure that you all stay safe. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you tomorrow, where we're going to, of course, do a drawing. Today is the last day to get your entry in for the Monday Collection Mania Monday video giveaway. So on Collection Mania Monday, I put out a giveaway. And what I'm giving away, and I will show you because it's fantastic, is a wonderful grayscale book done by Christine Caron. The Fairy and Fantasy 2 grayscale coloring book is up for grabs. So if you don't have this book already, or you have the line art and want the grayscale, or just want an extra one, please watch the Collection Mania Monday video and leave me a comment of the comment that I've asked you to leave, and I will give you a number. Those numbers will be random drawn from tomorrow during the live stream. So of course, watch the live stream tomorrow, hang out with me, sit and chat while we color in this book, and then I'll do the drawing. So just so y'all know, if you're not there for the drawing tomorrow, that's perfectly fine as well. You will still, if I draw your number, you will still win. I would rather you be there, because then I can congratulate you in person. But if you're not there, then I will definitely post it in the Facebook group. If you're in our Facebook group, hopefully you'll see it. I will also congratulate you on your message, as well as continue to let people know in each of my videos until your prize is claimed. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I think that's about it until tomorrow. I hope to see you at our Saturday, sorry, color and chat, where we're going to be I'm going to be coloring in fairy and fantasy too. Of course, you can color whatever you want, or you can color along with me. Either which way, it's wonderful to have you there chatting with me. So please do join me. Relax, color, and stay safe, and have a fantastic Friday. Bye-bye, guys. And of course, that's a FriYay, because yay, it's Friday. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day.